Okay, good morning. A little bit of a break in the weather for basketing today. So today is Sunday, and basically we've got a nice little sunrise coming up there. It was that much rain last night and still to come today that we postponed our race to the Monday. So we're racing on Monday now. It's a bit wet, so it swells up a little bit, that door. So yeah, I've got a few issues I need to fix. I'm definitely 100% better than I was last week. So I'll be able to do things a little bit better this week, because last week I overfed because I just could not bend down or do what I needed to do. So I accidentally overfed the birds. And the second issue was I hadn't charged the clock. So the battery, the internal battery went flat and reset my time. It forgot what the actual set time was and went back like 3 years. So I'm going to charge that clock today, and I'll show you where that little battery is that caused me a little bit of a problem. So first up, what I want to do is I've got to feed these birds. I'm going to watch them very carefully. I'm going to give them a little bit, let them have a drink, give them a little bit, let them have a drink, and just make sure I get that right. Feeding's not something I'm really that great at. Pigeon racing in general is something I'm not really that great at. But we're going to try our best this season. We don't have many birds. We didn't breed many birds, and we didn't start with many birds. So we've got to make these guys last as much as possible. I do have a little group over the back here. If I worked really hard, we might be able to bring them in another month or two maybe. We'll see, but I still feel like they're a little bit young. It's not this group. This group in here. So these ones are all quite a fair bit older actually. Most of them have finished their molt, but maybe able to bring these on, but I just don't know yet. I might start tossing them soon and just see how we go. But they are part of my potato birds. We'll see how they go. There's a couple in here that are a little bit of a pain. Right, so actually this is where we went wrong, I believe, last week, is this little battery in here. So normally you'll do like some pre-tossing, and things like that with the clock and the chips on, which would probably charge it up, or you'd probably just charge it up in general, which I didn't even think about. I had operations and couple-week-old babies to worry about, so this is the last thing on my mind. But today I'm going to charge it up, and then hopefully tomorrow we actually have the right time, not 3 years in the past. So we do need to log in Black Titan today because he's not on my system, so we'll get a chip ring sorted for him. Plenty of top pigeon chip rings here ready to go. They're actually pretty good, these chip rings. I've got heaps, so I'll definitely be set for next year as well. Give him a little one like that. So we'll log him in, and we'll basket out today, just see how he goes. So I just need to enter his ring in. So it's going to be actually pretty funny. I think I'm getting sick again actually. If we do actually clock him in, the reason I got rid of him because he just couldn't figure out which loft he was meant to go to last year. So we're going to enter in his ring number, and I also put in the year up here as well when I put it in, because when it prints the results out on our system for our club, it's really hard to read. So here's 2022. There's a cock, and here's black. Then all we need to do now is we've got him selected, click assign, see this little thing down here, look, done, and he's on the system. That was pretty easy. All right, so let's start off with Black Titan. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not getting any better. So we raced him, well, most of the races we raced last year, I think. He's 2022. But he just kept going to other people's lofts for some odd reason. Like, he done really well, and then all of a sudden he just went silly. We're going to put his chip ring on, and then hopefully, experiment-wise, he's actually been tossed a lot, and he's been out to like 100 kilometres. So in tossing, so fitness-wise, he's pretty good. He was a son of the tiger grizzle hen, that we still have, but it's at my friend's house. This is where this guy come from, part of like a tiger grizzle breeding project. That's what he was aimed for. Basically, my friend just decided to break him in and see if he could race him from there, and he kind of did, but then just kept coming back here. So we'll definitely put him in the race this year, well, today and tomorrow, see how he goes, because he does love the tougher ones. Tomorrow it might be a bit tougher, so we'll see how we go. It's more of an experiment. I'm not really relying on him. I just want to see what happens. He's here, so if he goes to my friend's house, it saves me having to drive like an hour and a half to go drop him off, so that's... And I'm doing it again. I'm putting the recessive red hen in there. She could have, well, she was my clock bird last year, but I didn't bother clock last week. Man, I gotta wake up, I need another coffee. She was my clock bird last week, but given the issue with the clock, it wouldn't have made any difference, so I didn't bother clocking out. But she's a beautiful hen. And a big difference, now we've had all this rain, which I'll show you maybe a little bit later, how much water I've got in some of my ponds, is the amount of water birds that have come back. And the last couple of nights I've actually been able to loft fly these for like an hour. That's what I've been trying for, so that's a huge change for us, because normally it's like 2 minutes to 5 minutes and we just get smashed. So hopefully that will give us a bit more of an advantage, or at least some kind of chance. Oh, now I want to put this cock back in. I was only going to enter 3 cocks, but I think I might just put 3 cocks in and 1 hen. He was one of the cocks from last week. They all come the very next morning, like first thing before the sun even come up. So they obviously got pretty close before that rain set in, and they had to sit down for the night. It was really odd. It was hot during the day, and then we got a lot of rain, especially over that following week. So we'll give him another shot. He's looking pretty good. I've been working these guys pretty hard. His flight's slightly short, but these races are only short. And he is 2022, so he had a little bit of experience last year racing. Hey, come on, you, back in there. And finally, this is a half brother to the mealy hen. He come back too. So out of all the birds we basketed, these are the only 2 that were related, well, from the same father, and they both made it back. So the father to these was my big red check cock. We may bring him back to do a few rounds, because his babies have been pretty good, to be honest, for local racing. So we'll put him in. I actually put my money on this guy. He's not bad, but in saying that, who knows? Give these guys a little bit of a feed now. That's my 4 birds, 3 cocks. He is 2019. Oh, he's 2021 actually. So you're like the oldest bird in our race team now that we lost those couple of older ones. Okay, so while I'm waiting for those birds to have their feed that we're going to basket, I'll let them have a drink, and then I'm just going to check them again. I'll have a look at all the water starting to lay around. This is one of the ponds that I'm working on, and you'll see a lot of water, some ducks over there. So like clockwork, as soon as we get quite a bit of rain, all the water birds come back, and I'm able to loft fly. So the last 2, possibly 3 nights, I'm going to do it again today. I'm going to just push them as much as I can. Not my basking birds, but the birds that we are trying to bring on. I'm trying to bring on those younger ones, and we'll bring them on for another couple of weeks, I'd say, and just try and loft fly them every single day for an hour. We're going to push them, because up until now we've not been able to loft fly for more than probably 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Birds don't have that fitness. So that's the plan anyway. I thought I'd show you this little bit of water, because a lot of you guys keep asking me about the state channel. Not going to be doing something like that, but I'll do something kind of similar. So I will show you the link to that a little bit later, but this is another pond that we are working on. I've got 3 at the moment, and I'm just digging them out when I get a chance. We'll get an excavator this year. Let's go back and see if these birds have eaten. Right. That's got real sticky with all this moisture in the air. We have had a lot of rain, and today we'll get probably like another 40 mil, maybe to an inch. So, ooh, it's looking not too bad. I don't know if I want to give you a little bit more. the other birds getting a bit crazy. As you guys are working hard, so. All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we have better result. We're definitely better prepared. Like I said, we are loft flying now, which is fantastic, but we are 3-4 months behind everyone else, and it's going to be tough. We do fly further than 97% of the whole federation. So, and we fly by ourselves as well. So I went through this little graph and worked it all out where everyone was. So yeah, we're in a tough position. We don't have many birds and we can't loft fly. So what I'm going to do is kind of just slow it down a little bit, enter a couple of birds in, and then just really work these birds probably sometime this week, or when I've got the next day off. I might take these guys out to the freeway a couple of times if I get a chance, and then hopefully bring a couple of these on every race slowly, but they can't get left too far behind, which we're almost there now when we jump out too far. So we're trying. It's been a tough season, this one, but see you in the next video, which will be these 4 racing. Hopefully we get 4 out of 4 returns, because that is success to me. Not getting high federation, I don't care about that, but I want returns at the moment.